Alright, well I think that fully heals up this shovel. Very nice. Let me sleep away this night and get this episode going. Alright, well I didn't have any huge plans for this evening. But I wanted to at least maybe start leveling off a little bit more of the dirt over in our home area. And also I think I'm going to try to roll up 1 or 2 more librarians, maybe 1, 2, or 3, depending on how long they take. I figure if I do like maybe a couple each episode, that's a lot better than you guys just watching 3 hours of rolling villagers. So I'll do a couple each episode until we eventually get to all of the enchantment books that we're actually needing to play the game. I did have a nice tip that whenever one of the iron golems from over there gets over here, if they are wandering around in the zone, in the spawn zone for these folks, it will affect their ability to spawn new golems. But whoa, whoa, whoa! Is that lava too close to that? Okay, well that's the first time I saw that happen. That's not good. I'm gonna have to replace this with something that's not flammable. But anyway, as I was saying, I was thinking at first maybe putting a wall around this if the golems over there are going to maybe get in this area and mess things up a little bit. But I think we'll just kind of like play it for a while and see, because this farm might still generate more than enough iron for me. Just, in a single player game, I'm not building anything like really crazy. So, but we'll definitely keep our eye on that and see if that would be something we want to do. And I might eventually like actually build something around this, because I was actually thinking these guys aren't really protected from lightning bolts or anything either. So I probably need to do a little something more with this iron farm as it is. Maybe I can take care of that tonight too. Yeah, so let's see. So we should have tons and tons of villagers. I think all of these beds are occupied at this point. So we have lots of folks to choose from. And we currently have, what, 3 of them, right? So we got an efficiency, a silk touch, and a mending. Yeah, so we could probably upgrade this axe as well. Yeah, we could get this axe. Efficiency, silk touch. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. So we need like 26 emeralds. 18. 16. That's a lot of emeralds. It really is a lot. So one thing I do need to do eventually is get them zombified and cured so that they'll at least bring their prices down a bit. And have we... Yes, we do have the ability to make potions. At least a few right now. Not too many. We will need to get more blaze rods before we start doing much of that. We should have a stand already. Okay, we do have a stand, but I don't know if I really want to make a... Look at that! Did he get pushed off by the ghast? Did you guys see that? Yeah, you'll have to pause and rewind that and see, did the ghast push him off, or did he actually like jump that? Because they shouldn't purposefully jump distances like that. You know what I probably should do is probably make this a little bit more safe for my villagers. Like, I don't mind if they come down here and want to be part of the gang, but I also don't want them, falling down tall places and hurting themselves. So we can probably look at doing that this episode too. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm already lining up quite a few things to do. So I have some emeralds. Let's see how many more emeralds we have. Do we have any stored up in our old farmer's building here? No, we took all of those out. We still have all of his cakes though. And let's see. Do we have a chest over here with these folks? No, we don't. Okay. So that is all the emeralds we have. So let's go ahead and do a little farming. And we'll trade with our farmer and get some emeralds. Normally something like this, I would come in here and try to use fortune to get even more. But like, this is so many potatoes that I think this is enough to handle one round of trading with our villager. That's another one where eventually it would be nice to zombify and cure him and get him even cheaper. But those are all things that will happen eventually. I have to decide when the time comes. Do I do like a mass zombification, like get all of my villagers in one place, you know, and kind of do them all at once, and just have like a ton of like potions and golden apples lined up? I'm probably better off to do it like a few at a time. Oops, let's do this. There we go, and that field is done. Okay, that's a good little bit of potatoes there. That'll get us a few emeralds. Let's do the same thing with our carrots. And eventually I do need to make a Fletcher that I can trade sticks to, because I found out on my co-op game with Zinc that it almost seems like a more effective way to get emeralds is to do something like I don't have one over there now, but basically grow jungle trees, cut them down, and trade them. What was that? Was that a sound? Oh, that might have been the ghast. I heard a weird sound, but I couldn't really tell what it was over my voice. Yeah, cut down jungle trees, convert all the logs all the way down into sticks, and you get tons of trades off of those Fletchers. And that seemed to be a quicker way of generating emeralds than this, what I'm doing right now, farming. So that might be something that we do as well, is make a few stick traders. Eventually, I would like to go do some more resource gathering. I'm guessing we'll probably want some more diamonds at some point. And eventually, we're going to have to tackle the stuff that I really don't enjoy, which is going to the end, you know, getting elytra, getting netherite, and all of that stuff. It is something that has to happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to just do it one night. If you're watching or if you're following my co-op series with Zinc, you'll know that this week we did some netherite. We went into the nether to go get the netherite smithing template from a bastion, and it went about as horribly as you could imagine. Like, literally. It went just about as bad as it possibly could. So I'm really not anxious to get any of that going. Definitely not tonight. But maybe I won't do that in this world for a little bit, just to get over the shock of that tragedy. Let's see, and let's just go ahead and get some melons, and then we will go ahead and trade up for some of these emeralds. I want to get these hills cut down over here as well. And eventually, oh, see, this is why I want silk touch on this thing right here. This is one of the reasons. What was I getting ready to say? I said eventually. I don't know what I was about to say. I was distracted. Whoa, whoa. That was weird. The one grew right in front of me and then right on top of me. I have no idea what I was about to say. Oh well, okay, it's gone. Poof, into the ether. I'm sure if I watch this back, I'll remember exactly what I was about to say, but I don't even remember what I was saying anyway. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's get these. And boom. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some of this traded up and see if we can get enough books. At least let's go ahead and see if we can get this axe enchanted up real quick here. I gotta mow some of this grass too. This place is a mess. This place is a mess. Who is in charge of this place over here? Alright, let's get those melons Let's see, do we have some more over here? Yeah, we'll just grab whatever's in here just in case. We probably don't need all of it, but you never know. You never know. Alright, where's my farmer? Where's my farmer? Everyone should be coming over here because it's about that time of day that they do their little gathering. Oh no, it's later than that. They're sleeping. Well, the farmer will be easy to find now. Hey, buddy. Alright, well that was a decent number of emeralds. You go to sleep, I'll go to sleep, we'll all go to sleep. I probably don't have my own bed, do I? No, I probably removed it. Okay. Alright, let's put the rest of these vegetables away in the chest here, and then let's see if we got enough emeralds to purchase enough magic books for us to do this axe. Let's see, we need the books themselves. So we will need... Ooh, what are these? Mending? These are all mending. Okay, I already got the mending book. Excellent. So I just need to buy Silk Touch and Efficiency 5. Yep. Yeah, because I pretty much like my three main tools are always... I enchant them exactly the same. Let's see. You're mending. Okay, I've already got mending. You are running around. Eventually, I'm going to have to make a place where these guys can be a little bit more contained. 26 for efficiency. Thank you. And that leaves efficiency. Hold on a second. I just got efficiency. That leaves Silk Touch. Where did Silk Touch go? Are you over here by your table? No. Where'd he go? This is one problem with letting them free roam like this. When you need them, you can't find them. I saw someone over here. Are there some guys over here by the water again? I thought I saw someone come over here. Is this... There's Silk Touch. Thank you, buddy. Alright, let's run back over to the grinder, the level grinder, and get these things enchanted. Let's see. Let me put the book away. Do I have an anvil over here yet? No. I got plenty of iron over there, but... So it's funny, right when I logged in, before I recorded, there was one of these guys was wandering around in here, and he actually voluntarily came over here and hopped down and then burned up, and I thought that was hilarious. So it is a possibility that when those guys come over here, they'll just randomly hop into that thing. All right. I'm okay with the welcoming committee being zombies because I keep forgetting to grab my gold equipment when I come in here. See, we got a bastion right there. We got another bastion real close over that way. That netherite template is really, really tempting, but boy, I'm a little gun shy on it right now. So we won't go for that tonight. Alright, so let's see how many levels this is going to take. So usually you can put... Yeah, so these are usually some low-cost combinations here. So it's 7 that way. If we flip them this way, it's 6. So we do that. I have 9 levels. That's probably not enough for this. Okay, we're going to need 14 plus 1 to rename it, so we need 15 levels. Alright, excellent. Let's get 15 levels. Alright, I can probably take a few to heal up my pick real quick while I'm here. Eventually, of course, we'll need to get all the enchantments on the sword. Yeah, we get a little bit better with the sweeping edge and stuff. And of course, mending on the sword. When you're grinding for levels, you can really go through a sword pretty quick. Oh, I don't have far to go. I'm already 13. Okay. Well, this will be pretty quick. I like, you can see the clouds because the clouds are right here above my head. So when you look in the farm, you can see the white clouds coming through, which is hilarious to me. All right, is that it? So we put our axe up here. Cost 14. We're going to call this, well, all the silk ones, I named the same thing. Otis Silk. Not real creative there. Okay, let's just go ahead and heal it up to full since we're here. So this is nice. This is a nice way to not have to go mine a ton of diamonds, right? So we kind of went on those initial couple diamond hunts, and we got enough diamonds to make everything and a few extras. And we're actually getting to the point now where we have mending soon, like early enough that we don't have to worry about having to remake too many things. So that's it's pretty cool to be able to get that going, you know, that quickly, that relatively quickly. I know it's been, what is this, like episode 7, so we've had like 6 episodes, about 3 hours each, so 18 hours worth of gameplay. already have like mending and stuff is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright, we are all healed up. And I will go ahead and throw that bone in there and say goodbye to the XP grinder for now. Bye, XP grinder. Alright, as long as we can make it safely back home, we are all good. How close is that fortress? You know what? Nope. Not going to get distracted by nether stuff this episode. I really don't want to deal with the nether stuff right now. Okay. We also need to work on making like a docking station for our ghast. I'm playing around with them a little bit now. In my co-op game with Zinc, and I'm warming up to them. I think they're potentially more useful than I thought they were going to be. Once we get to the point where we're building, I think he's going to be incredibly useful. Just because, like, when I build, I tend to, like, kind of build the shape out of one block, and then I go back in and detail and stuff. And doing that on the back of a ghast is going to be really, really nice and easy. Okay, what do I want to do first? Let's first go make some leather while we're thinking about what we want to do next. I am going to have to cover this hole eventually as well. Alright, let's go ahead and feed the herd. There you go. Oh, someone did remind me that I have not shown pictures of my cat that I used to have many years ago. I talked about that early in one of my episodes when I tried to catch the first calico cat that I didn't catch, because my cat is was the son of a calico cat. My cat didn't have this coloration. He was a male. Most males don't have that. There are some that can, though. It's really rare. Mine wasn't. Mine was just a tan cat, but a nice, pretty light tan color. But I did dig out some pictures. I can't show them tonight yet, though, because this, of course, was maybe not long before, but well before digital cameras were a thing. So this was mid-90s to mid-2000s. So all of my pictures of him are physical photos. So I'm going, and I don't have a scanner, so I'm going to have to just kind of like try to take some janky like pictures of the pictures with my phone and then get them transferred over into a format that I can display, like get them transferred over to my computer or whatever, so I can show them off to you guys. So I'll try to get that done next episode, and then you guys can see pictures of Spot. But thanks for the reminder, because I completely forgot to go dig up those pictures. So he was a cutie. So it was nice seeing some of those pictures. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just level out a little bit of this for a few minutes here. Eventually, I'm gonna have to take these houses down. They're really not serving much of a purpose besides the fact that they're just already here. And, well, it still kind of looks like a village with them here. But I guess for the moment, I can just kind of leave them around, because they're not really hurting anything being there either, so. It's almost nighttime. And although this is pretty well protected nowadays, actually, you know what? I wonder if any of that digging I just did changed that. Not yet. Okay. We did find out about the drowns last time, and I think I have them protected with the wall, but just in case, let's not work at night. Let's just skip the working at night thing. Yeah. We're here. We can sleep. We should sleep. All right. Let's go ahead and start taking some of this down over here. I suppose I could take down their light poles. Those aren't necessary to keep up. There we go. Also, I had a fun, we'll say, achievement, advancement, so to speak. I now have fiber internet, which is really nice. So, got that all set up. And that's all running fine. So yeah, I got fiber internet, which is pretty awesome. It's definitely made uploading videos way, way faster. Like, way faster. So, that's pretty cool. It was offered. It's been in my neighborhood like since I moved in, but yeah, it was a whole thing where like the wires weren't run into my house and stuff. They were run to the house, but not in the house, so I wasn't able to get connected. Yeah, so it was a whole thing. But anyway, it took time, but now I've got it, so that's pretty cool. And it turns out it's kind of funny. They came because they installed it and got everything hooked up and everything. But since they had to run a new fiber line to my house because there was something with the old line that had been removed or cut or something, and so he had to run a whole new line. Of course, they run it because it's coming from like, a junction box in the neighbor's yard, and it's going all the way across my driveway and across my yard into where it goes into my house. So they had to have someone come out and bury that wire. And that person came earlier this week, I think Monday or Tuesday, and got all that buried and all set up, and everything was good to go. And then, like yesterday or the day before, I went outside to like check on something. That's right, I was checking on the wasps on the porch to make sure. Some individuals wasps keep coming by now to try to start scoping out the area to start making new nests, and I'm trying to kind of get them. We'll just say convince them to not be on my porch anymore as soon as I notice them there, so that I don't have to worry about wasp nests. Anyway, so I went on my porch at lunch the other day and during lunch, and just checking on wasps, and there was, right when I opened the door, there was a guy like walking into my front yard. Of course, he had like a workman's vest and everything, and I think I might have startled him because he kind of looked up and he was like, "Hi," Spectrum, you have cable, and I was like, "Hey, whatever." And then a little while later, he rang the bell and rang my doorbell, and I came to answer it, and he said, "Just so you know, apparently when the AT&T person was here the other day burying your wire, when he dug the thing underneath the driveway to run it under the driveway, apparently it cut the cable line, internet line, to my neighbor's house, because the cable junction box is in my front yard. So I guess cable to their house went under my driveway, and even though they're supposedly mark out, they detect where all the wires and stuff are before they dig, apparently he goofed and he got their cable line. So he had to. So he was just want to let you know. So I had to run. I'm running a new wire and everything. Yeah. I'm good. And yeah. So that happened. So he had to run a new line for their cable, and then of course when he was done, he didn't come to speak to me, but I just happened to go out of the house to go bring in my trash cans or something. This was after work. And he was I guess literally just finished up his work, and he was getting in his van, and he saw me come out and start walking down my driveway, and I think he assumed I was coming out to talk to him or ask him about something. But it was just an awkward coincidence. I just happened to walk out of my house at the moment that he was packing up, and so he kind of stopped, and he came over to me and was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Okay, yep, this wire is there. I hope it's okay. Do you want me to put some orange flags on and stuff?" No, man, it looks good. It's it's visible. You're good. I'm just coming out to get my trash cans." But then he also said, of course, now someone from Spectrum Cable will have to be coming in the next week or two to bury that wire. So now I sure hope that guy doesn't cut the fiber line. So I hope we don't have this weird dueling internet providers cutting each other's lines as they keep running them underneath my driveway. But hopefully, if I happen to catch the Spectrum guy when he comes, I might just pop out and just say something like, "Hey, just FYI, there's a fiber line running under there. That's what caused this whole mess. So just be aware." You can still kind of see in the yard where that was dug. So hopefully it won't be an issue. Oh boy, the joys of homeownership. Okay. Things are looking a little cleaner over here. A little bit more level. That's enough shoveling for right now. We might do a little bit more later, but let's take a look at some of these other things that are going on over here. Boy, I still got those villagers that are wandering pretty far away. It's interesting. It's interesting that they're going that far. Let's see. We're getting all the dirt and the flowers and the seeds and the oak. Those were both oak, yeah. Okay. All right. Do I want to do something over here to protect these guys from lightning strikes? Do I want to do that now? Oh, yeah, look. Those burned up. I mean, these aren't necessary for the build. They stay in there, but it looks silly without something on the corner. All right, let's do something with this. Let's get something in those corners, at least for now. And maybe we can dress this up a little bit. I probably need to replace some of this with dirt as well. So now, and I also need to protect this so that the villagers don't hurt themselves getting in here. What do we have for fences right now? What do we have? We have some oak fences. I'll tell you what, let's just protect these tall corners over here. I want to try to see if I can stop that farmer from hopping down right there. So we'll just do this. That'll keep them safe from that tall corner there and not taking any damage. They won't get pushed off by a ghast. We'll do the same thing here. Did I take that down too? Yeah, I'll just... Yep. Oh, wow. That was the perfect number. That was all of them. Great. All right, so let's give a little protection there. And since I got these fences, I might as well... Oh, what am I putting? Torches. Oh, my... Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. Why do that? We need lanterns. We need lanterns. We got tons of iron. Okay. Let's make lanterns. There we go. I do have on my little resource packs here, I do have one for better lanterns as well. So I have the leaves, the crops, and the lanterns. Oh, didn't realize it would do that. I didn't apply anything. Okay. So these lanterns kind of, they have a more like 3D. Excuse me, dude. They got a more 3D look to them. I think they look pretty nice. So we can put some lanterns up here. We'll put it here. And we'll put one here, which means we could probably remove some of these torches. That one's a safe one to remove. Okay, good. Maybe we don't need this one here. Nope. And we probably don't need that one there. All right, good. It's always nice to get some real lights and remove some torches. So, yeah, see, those are cute lanterns. I like those. Okay, let me put the rest of those in there for now. Okay. So what blocks do we want to put on the corners of that brick? What goes good with that brick? Oh, that's not flammable. Tough. See, I don't have much of those. I don't have many building blocks. I really don't have many building blocks. I haven't really been doing much to get building blocks. This is weird. I feel like in most games, you tend to just accumulate a lot of blocks. But I haven't been doing that. Most of the blocks I've accumulated have been dirt. Let's see. Do we go deep slate with the brick? I mean, dark on brick. I mean, it doesn't look so bad. It really doesn't. You know, we actually have exactly enough for these corners. We have exactly 8 of these. Of course, I could always go down and dig out more deep slate. That at least stops them from burning for now. These guys still aren't protected from lightning strikes, though. I probably should protect them. I really probably should protect them. Yeah, we really just don't have anything to build with, do we? Okay, let me just think for a second here. So maybe we can do something simple at first, like maybe some fence posts and have like a little pavilion above them. Then what could that little pavilion be made out of? What could that pavilion be made out of? Oh, look, there's an orange cat. Oh, come on, there's like a gabillion blocks in this game. Why can't I think of what I want that pavilion to be? Would something like sandstone look silly and out of place? Probably. But let's do it anyway. Let's do that. Why not? If it looks silly and out of place, then it will just be silly and out of place for a while. And then we'll change it later if we so desire. You know what? Those buttons came off of those things. Boy, that golem could... Yeah, who knows? Who knows if he spawned on this or not. I think the original button that was over in this corner was destroyed when those things burned up. It probably despawned. So I gotta make another button. Alright, let's see. Oh, here's an extra button in here. Let's go get some sand, and we'll make a sandstone pavilion on our brick and deep slate box. I'm going for ugliest build of 2025. Do I just take it from this little beach over here? Like, is that a big deal to make this beach a little bit lower? Probably not a big deal. I usually don't like destroying landscapes that are near home that I'm going to have to see, but I don't think taking this bit down here a level or two is really going to hurt things too badly. In fact, I can maybe do this one that's on the other side that looks all... Oh, that's actually sandstone already. Yeah, let me get the stuff over here. It's not as visible from home either. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Insta-mining anything is always so fun. I just love this. It's so satisfying, so relaxing. And you get to run around and pick up all the little pop, 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 pop. How are we looking on? Let's go ahead and turn all of this to sandstone. We got like a good stack already. Like, we could probably make a pretty decent pavilion out of that much, but let's just get a few more because I'm always... Oh, this stuff insta-mines too with this pick. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, since it's here, we might as well get some more. And since I made all that sand into sandstone already, I probably should get some actual sand as well, just to have that on hand when we need it. So let's do that. Let's get some sand. We can just throw that in a chest if we need to make glass or something. We got it already. Let's do that while we're here. I see the turtles over here. I don't, when turtles first came out, you know, I made like a little turtle farm and everything, and of course I've used the eggs in, a zombie piglin gold farm before. Other than that, though, I feel like I have not really done anything with turtles since then. Oh, yeah. It's a bummer. I like the turtles, but there's just not much to really do with them. Okay. I have sometimes used their eggs as, like, decor. Something you can put on, like, shelves and stuff. Yeah, I should probably... Here we go. I can swim around and get these a little quicker. But when you use the eggs as decor on shelves and stuff, you have to make sure it's not on a place that's easily accessible for you or for mobs to jump on. I've learned that the hard way, because you end up with a lot less eggs after that. So I'm just going to get this stuff that's hanging off over this water that looks kind of silly. And we'll just kind of even off some of that sand so it's not a sharp fall. There we go. We'll take you guys down a little bit. I don't think you want to be balanced on the edge of that thing. Alright. This should be plenty now, so we should be able to head back home and make our sandstone roof on our brick and deep slate. Tiny build. Where's my boat? Oh, did I just leave it over here, I guess? Did I just leave it over here? Usually I pick up my boat every time I go somewhere. Oh, well, there it is. Okay, fair enough. Let's look at these. They're free. Alright. Alright. I thought I only saw 3 go in my inventory. Doop, there we go. Wait a minute. I'm still getting that fog. Oh, I didn't put that on this one yet. Okay. So I don't like this new. Well, no, the fog isn't until it's pretty far away, so that's probably not so bad. The close by fog. Did I put that on here? Yeah, that's probably what that one right there is. I do not like the new fog in the new version. It makes everything look pale and kind of watered down and pale and not pretty and colorful. So there is a Vanilla Tweaks resource pack that's just called No Fog. So you can just kind of you don't see like any fog at all, which I mean it takes the fog away even all the way up to the horizon. So it's a little weird. You don't get that horizon fog like that right there where my cursor is. You just see like full colored until the land just stops. But I don't mind the distant fog. It's that close up fog I just didn't like at all. Okay, I don't know why I'm sitting here going on about stuff I don't like. That's kind of silly. Let's go ahead and make some. We're probably gonna need some slabs for this. Let's just make a bunch. We're probably gonna need some stairs for this. Let's make a bunch of those. Probably more stairs than that. Just in case, because this is all gonna be like slabs and stairs, probably. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be slabs and stairs because we don't want anything spawning up there. All right, so what kind of fences do we want? Let's just go oak. Let's just go nice, boring old oak. Don't need too terribly many of these. This should be more than enough. And it's almost sleepy time. Do we have more scaffolds? Okay, good. All right. And it is time to sleep. Okay, let's get some kind of pavilion over top of this thing. Can't put scaffolding on that. Brilliant. Of course not. Well, we'll just have to make some non-spawnable blocks for the construction purposes. There we go. We'll fix it all up later. No big deal. Okay, so let's start with our fence post. I'd probably just in the 4 corners. I don't know if we need like one that's like centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there is a center. We could maybe put a center one as well. So we don't need this to be super tall. In fact, if it's really tall, it might look silly. So I think that's probably going to be high enough to start the pavilion. So start the little roof on it. Okay. So now if these guys are here and there's like a block up here and lightning does strike that block, will they still get zapped or will they be safe because they're covered? I think they'll be safe. Do you think you'll be safe? This guy really is just staring at me. Look at it. Oof. These are my Fletchers. What am I talking about? These are my... I made these Fletchers intentionally so that I could trade sticks with them. Duh. I already have my Fletchers. That's awesome. Which means I'm also going to want to make sure I have a way in and out of this thing to trade them. To trade with them. We can worry about that later. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm worrying probably a little too much about the lightning strike thing, but you know, if something. Okay, I need to just get this first one placed. There we go. But I worry, right? Because you know, that really would be a bad thing to have. You know, your iron farm turn into witches. The hardest part of the iron farm is getting all of those guys over here. Okay, let's just kind of come back and take a look. I don't think this is going to look very good. This is going to look like just some kind of weird hodgepodge, isn't it? This isn't going to look very good. Let's just finish it and see what it does. Just see what it does. So let's we got something for temporary blocks? Not really. Oh, that's not where it would go anyway. So maybe if we put this one like that way, and then this one. Yeah, there we go. Something like this. Something kind of simple. Nothing crazy. And that's pretty basic, isn't it? That's very basic. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It doesn't look good to me. I don't like the color. I don't like the shape. It doesn't go with it at all. I'm going to take that down. Let's take this down and think about what else we would put in here in its place. Don't hop down there, because then you'll let them out. If you try to get out, you'll just lose those blocks. It's all good. We don't need them. Okay, I need to come up with something else for this roof. And I probably need a slightly better roof shape than what I was doing there. Because that just didn't look very good at all. Okay. Hey you. Hey you. Want to make sure these guys are making their own. I feel like he might have been one of theirs that might have spawned when that button was missing. Okay. Okay, we're spawn proofed. Okay, you guys should be good to go. Alright, let's think about this a little bit more. What do we want to put there that's not sandstone? And speaking of sandstone, we should probably make a chest for it because I do like keeping it separate from sand. So the actual sand is here with the dirt and the gravel, so we'll put the sandstone over here more with these stones. It's just closer to the stones. And this is sandstone, and okay, it is obvious. That's pretty obvious. Okay, good. Sandstone, sandstone. Okay, was that all we had? Yep, that was all we had. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, jungle buttons and iron. Popping infants. Okay. I'll think about that some more. I don't know what I want to do for that roof. And apparently I'm just not feeling the creativity at the moment to figure it out. But I can get a couple jungle trees started. Just make sure it's not going to be in a spot where these guys are going to get hurt when they start growing. I would hate to lose a villager over... Oh, that's right. We're going to do that spider spawner. I can do that today. Yeah, I could do that today. Because we got plenty of iron, so I can make the rails and stuff for it. Do I have gold for some powered rails? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could do the spider. We could do the spider farm today. I am going to need magma blocks for that, but that's okay. I can figure that out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Now, I will have to keep my eye on the top right hand of my screen, the time, right? Because at 18:32 is when it would be time to sleep. And again, I want to just make sure that I'm sleeping so these guys don't get... Wasn't this the way down? Was this the way down? Okay, this was the way down. The other one was like, I think when we went straight up. Yeah. That was this. Okay. Okay, so first thing we want to do is take it out 4. So you have the cage in the middle, and then you go 4 in each direction. So you can see this room is too small. So we have to take out this wall, right? This entire wall over here. The height is fine. And then we're going to have to like take out the wall plus a block on this side because this one's really too close in. Okay. It's nice having silk touch now. I can get the stone without having to smelt it, which is always a good thing. Just put an extra torch just to... Really, that one torch should be enough to keep them from spawning. Let's see. Finish taking out this wall. Oh, copper ore. Silk touched copper ore. I was like, what did I just get a recipe for? And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to take out this wall here. I don't like this being surrounded by lava. It's going to make working down here a little bit more difficult. I don't know how deep this lava is. Well, that answered that question. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get rid of this lava the hard way. This would be a lot harder if it was deeper, but since it's so shallow, it's pretty easy. Okay, it doesn't go under there. Okay, good. Good. I'm always afraid if I don't go straight down, I'm always afraid that... Okay, in that case, it was only 1 deep. I'm always afraid that it's deeper than the 1 if I go diagonal or sideways down. Oof, wow, it got dark pretty quickly. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of this part of the lava as well. Is that the way we came in? That is the way we came in. So this side over here might be where we access the farm because it's already hollowed out and I have to do less work. So we'll access the farm from this side. We'll make our exit. Oh, look, see, I'm forgetting to sleep. I'm getting to sleep. It's dark upstairs. We're not going to need this anymore, so I'll have to remember to fill all. Can I? I can almost fill it all in. We'll have to remember to go up top and fill that back in. Okay, so oh, and then 1, 2, 3. I gotta take out this wall too. Okay. Did I already empty this chest? No, I didn't. We'll get all of that. And this will be nice to have this string. And I'm going to make this to where it's passive. So basically, if I'm over on this side of town, if I'm within 16 blocks of this thing, this cage, it'll just create spiders and they'll just passively be getting killed. Which means their string production will be pretty slow. You know, definitely a lot slower than if I was killing them with a looting sword. But also, you know, there's only going to be a small range of blocks that I need to be in to have it active. But I don't think that's going to be a problem because if I want a ton of string, I could always just sit here and like, you know, after I'm done recording one evening, just sit here and AFK by this thing for like a couple hours, and then it should get, you know, like, again, not like an unlimited amount of string. This farm isn't that good, but it will get enough. Okay, so first thing you want to do here is we're gonna just put. Well, I'm gonna have to put that back. Wow, I already used up all of the natural stone that I've mined. That's weird. Okay, I guess I was mining up mostly cobblestone. Fair enough. Where's my torches? Okay, let me just put one over here. One there and there. Okay. Alright, so now you do this. You put them up here so that they don't spawn on top of the cage and then just stand there and prevent other spiders from spawning. So now pretty much I have to take this down a couple of layers. And I don't have to go too far down. Just enough so that when the spiders spawn, they fall down and they have enough room to get killed, and then they're also kind of out of the way for other spiders to spawn. So you don't have to make this really, really deep. That's all I was saying there. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Let me just, I mean, I'm not too scared of a spider, but, okay, there we go. Fair enough. Okay. So I probably want to put this down. This really doesn't have to be very deep. This farm does not have to be deep at all. Like, I could probably just go down one more block, honestly. Now, one thing I will have to do is I will have to go into the nether and get some magma blocks, because that's how I'm going to kill the spiders, is with magma blocks. Because if they come down here, but see, I don't want them. Let's go one more down, just to make sure that they can fall far enough away from that spawner, not get caught up in anything or try to climb or anything goofy like that. There's no reason not to go down another block, honestly. Okay. Okay. Now, one thing I will do is replace all this dirt and stuff. I just, you know, you don't want dirt floors and dirt walls on a farm, even though you're really rarely ever going to be down here seeing it. It's just nice to have solid blocks. Solid as in not soft punchable blocks. And it's nice to make things look relatively uniform and cleaned up. I will take this copper. Do I want to go so far as to take that andesite out of the walls? Is that going to be that important to me? Because this is going to be dark, and you're not really going to see it. I mean, I'll know it's there, though. Yeah, let's take the andesite out of the wall. I'll leave it on the floor, though, because the floor is going to be, well, it's the parts that aren't magma blocks should be covered with water. So you're really not going to notice that they're not stone. I'll just take it out of the walls. There we go. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we're done as far as digging out the spawning space. We're done. Let's get that cobblestone. Oh, I ran out of stone already. Okay. Let's just dig up a few stones from like over here. Okay. Just for now. Just so I can kind of get this fixed. Okay. And we'll get rid of that cobblestone there as well. Now, I'm not going to need to go in there, ever. Except one time, well, once the farm is built, once the farm is finished, I won't need to go in there for anything, ever. Of course, right now I'll have to go in there, you know, to get magma blocks and water placed and to get rid of those torches. But once that's done, like, there's no need to make glass or anything. I just don't need to see it. I won't need to see inside there anymore. I mean, it would be nice if it was, you know, if I happen to be mining down here, I might break into this not realizing it. I don't think that's enough of a concern, though, to... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's not worry about it. So let's see. So underneath, okay, so what I'm going to do, let me show you how I'm going to do this. And then we'll figure out how we want to position our pickup, our loot room. So I'm going to go down. I can really only... Yeah, this, okay, I'm kind of stuck down here. You know, I can do this in one, rather than trying to get on there and explain it, I can just go ahead and do it and save myself a trip and some headache. So let me go ahead and just get what I need. Hey, those jungle trees are already grown. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I'll get what I need to get started down there, get those in place, and then we'll be good to go. I can get rid of some of this material. I can get rid of this cobblestone. And the dirt and all of these things that I picked up. Horse armor. Let's see, redstone and iron. And string and zombie meat. Okay, bread and wheat. Got wheat over here. I don't know where we store our bread. I'll put it in here for now. It's kind of a pointless thing. Like, I'm never gonna eat this bread. Can you mulch bread? You can mulch bread. Okay, there you go. Do I have beetroot seeds yet? I'll keep the beetroot seeds. I don't know that I'll ever need to farm beetroot, but I might decide to just because I can. So I'll keep those for now. We'll get these ores in here, and we'll get this mossy cobble in here with the cobble and the andesite. Okay. For now, that's going to be in there. Okay, we'll keep a stone for now. Okay, so what I'm going to need down there is some... I'm going to need a redstone block. I'm also going to need some gold... Oh, that was a loud vehicle. Sorry about that if you heard that. I am going to need some gold tracks. Not too many of them, though. I don't have the recipe yet, do I? Something like this, right? Yeah, there we go. It's weird with rails. They don't give you the recipe until you craft one, which is silly. There we go. See, now I have the recipe. It's just, rails are weird like that. Never understood that. Like, you can get all of the ingredients to make rails and still not have the recipe for them. We'll probably need... We might need some regular rails as well. So, I mean, it won't hurt to make one recipe of regular rails. Just to have them. We're not going to need... Oh, see, I don't have that recipe yet either. Now I do. Okay, that's more than enough as far as that's concerned. Let's get one redstone block. I thought I picked up one of those already. Did I put it somewhere by accident? Nope. Okay. That's all I need to get this started. Of course, I need a minecart. I'm going to need a minecart chest. Minecart chest. Okay, we're going to need a hopper. And I'm going to need a chest to make my minecart chest. Okay. And then probably just, for now, a double chest to put the string in. Okay. So I think that's about all the... That'll be enough. That'll be enough. This is a pretty simple farm. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated at all. Okay. Oh, I needed a trapdoor so I can kind of scoot down in there without digging up a big deep trench. So he's still coming across over onto this thing because of these stairs. I mean, see, look, and like all this time, and he hasn't refreshed those trades yet because he's not coming down here next to his workstation. I need to prevent him from standing up here somehow. That's something we'll have to figure out eventually. What'd I come up here for? A trapdoor. Let me get that. Do I have any already made? I don't have any already made. Okay, let's make one. 6. Trapdoors. There we go. I just need one. It's just so that I can get into that flight mode or swimming mode or whatever. The laying down position. That's all I need the trapdoor for. Let's see. So we'll do that. Okay, so let's first of all, this one's the center. This one's the center. Okay, oh, there's iron down there. So this is going to go right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it back one block. Just to make sure the minecart goes fully underneath the center square. Okay. Just throw up a torch so we can see what's going on. And let's dig. Don't have to go very far. Okay, let's go ahead and get this iron since we're here. I guess the iron isn't so terribly important anymore since I have an iron farm, but I'm just so used to when I see resources, I want to get them. I'm just taking out some of this dirt that's right here. Okay. So pretty simple. We're just going to put powered rails. That's it. That's the whole thing. And then, of course, eventually it's going to go further. But for now, we can have it just kind of stop we can have it just go back and forth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this minecart with a chest, and it's just going to do that for the rest of its life. So whenever it goes underneath that block, any spider drops will get picked up, and then when it comes out here, we're going to have it go over top of a hopper so that it can empty that stuff out. Okay, so before I get to where I'm clearing out a room here and making an access ladder and everything, let's go ahead and get the inside of this thing finished up. So I need to go get some magma blocks. And you know where magma blocks grow the most? In the Nether. That's where my favorite place to be. So I'm gonna have to hop down there, get some magma blocks. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's just put some of this away. Okay, well, I'll do this hopper stuff. Okay, I don't need to put everything away. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fall into the lava, but I might. So let me just put this stuff away as well. Okay. Okay. This should be easy enough. There's a relatively easy way to get magma blocks in the Nether. Obviously, you can just go down and mine them, but if you need a ton of them, I mean, we don't need a ton of them. So one patch of magma will be enough for us. But if we were getting like a lot, like we needed to make like a piglin gold farm or something where you need just like floors and floors and floors of magma blocks, then this method that I'm going to show you is really nice for that. Oh, I don't have gold. Okay, let's get something gold so we don't have to deal with these guys. I don't want to get swarmed by piglins. I definitely don't want them to like knock me into the lava. So let's go ahead and get a gold piece of armor. Always forget that. I should probably put a chest with some gold armor right here in the portal room. It's probably not a bad idea, honestly. It's probably a really good idea. Let me do that. Let me get a chest. And we'll get these gold boots. We'll get the other gold boots too. So when these die, I've got something else. Okay, so we'll just stick a little chest right here. And we'll just put the diamond ones in there for now, just in case something bad happens. That's one less thing I lose. All right. I do need to make a better way up and down here. Okay, he's mad at the zombie. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't the right way to get down here, was it? No, it definitely wasn't. Oh, Enderman. Oh. Well, this node right here is probably all we really need, but what I was going to show you is like if you need to get a ton of magma, you basically come down here to the lake of lava, right? And you can kind of just start going around the base of it. Like you would get that, and then you would just dig around. It's kind of like we did this little channel right here. You would do this all around like the edge down there at lava level, and as you do it, you're going to just constantly hit patch after patch after patch of magma right here at the bottom. And you're just going to find tons of it. And it's a really easy way to get it. And it's not very dangerous. I mean, no more dangerous than anything else you do in the nether. So, I don't know why I'm taking this one right here, because this is where I need to walk back and forth. That was silly. That was silly to get this one. Yeah, that was weird. That was dumb. Well, let me just get it. You want to make sure you don't mine it out where it's next to the lava. So... what do I have? 39. Okay, let me... okay, let me get some of this netherrack and put a new floor here since I mined it out right here. Because I wasn't really thinking about it. There we go. Oh, I hear a ghast. Okay. Let me just get a few more. I'm not sure if I want to make this, because if I make it 3 by 3, I need like 9. 5 by 5 is 25. I have enough. Okay, I have enough. Let's get out the bow just in case that ghast is like visible right when we pop our heads up. There he is. You know, there's an awful lot of zombie piglins running around here. I probably shouldn't just be shooting bows down here at this level. But I don't want that ghast to start shooting at our portal. Is he gone? Did he disappear? Okay, I think he might have despawned. Okay. Good. You know, that stuff isn't flammable. That's an option. I could go... would that teal look good with the bricks? It might not. Ugh. I still don't know what to do with that thing. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Still don't know what to do with this roof. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and... I should go ahead and get some buckets of water while I'm here, so it's just one less trip. Bloop. There we go. Okay, now I think I have everything I need. I put all those rails and stuff away. Silly, 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 silly. Let's go ahead and get a hopper. Get these rails. Get another power source just in case we need it. Sure. We'll get... oh, sure. Okay. And then we'll get... what else do we need? What else do we need? Some chests to put the strings and stuff in. Now, this farm will just get string. I believe. Like it... and then, of course... oh, hey, another Siamese. Hey, you. Of course, if there's a spider jockey, you'll get skeleton drops, too. But, it won't get eyeballs. You'd only get eyeballs if you kill them by hand. So this farm will not get eyeballs. Just so you know. If you want to do this yourself, just so you know, you won't get eyeballs out of this. Now I think the magma really only has to be that far. I like to... wait a minute. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3... does this one need to go out another one too? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, I had to go out another one this way. Okay. Somebody probably noticed that early on and was like, Oda, no, you forgot a row. I noticed. I mean, I noticed because you shouted that at the monitor earlier in the episode. That's how I knew. So thank you. Thank you for that. There we go. Let's get rid of those wall andesites, and let's get rid of this dirt. Okay, there we go. This really only needs to be 3. I like to make it 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to have water in all of the corners. So as soon as the spiders spawn and fall down in here... Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is correct. Okay. We're gonna have water in the corners, so as soon as the spiders spawn, they're gonna fall into the water, and then they're gonna get pushed to the center. And once they get to the center, they'll take damage on the magma blocks and die. And this thing will pick up their drops. But the more magma you have on the floor, the more damage they'll take on the way to being pushed to the middle. Because if you only have it like right smack in the middle, then you might only be getting like 1 or 2 damage while a third one's sitting there like butting up against them, waiting for his turn. So I at least like to make this a 5x5. Those make light, don't they? How bright is their light? Seriously? Okay. I've made this farm before and I don't remember the magma light being a problem. I'm wondering if it's going to be a problem or not. Oh, you know what? The light's from the torches. I mean, magma does make light, but not that much light. Okay. Oy. Worrying for nothing. Okay. It's these torches that are making all that light. So we put the water in the corner, and you see how it comes up, and it doesn't quite get to the center one. Doesn't quite get there. That's important. And it's just coincidence. Like, this is something that I'm sure people have done. And, there's nothing new under the sun, as they say. But this is something that I invented myself. Because I was having to make a spider farm where it was only a couple blocks above bedrock. And I didn't know what kind of collection system to make, so this is something that I kind of invented. And I just lucked out on the fact that, like, when you put the water in the corners, that leaves this 1 block. So basically, what's going to happen here... Oh, come on, get off of that. I just... Okay, I want to get where I'm not stuck in the water flow. There we go. Okay. No matter where the spider dies, the block gets pushed to that center. Right where that cart's going. Oh, that's supposed to be a hopper mine cart, not a chest mine cart. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. Okay. And you can't disassemble these, which is I have a gripe about that with Mojang. It used to be that when you broke them, they would break into both of their parts, which was always annoying. So they fixed that, saying now when you break it, it stays together, but they did not include a disassembly recipe, and I really wish they did. Like, I would love to take that chest out of it right now and put a hopper in it. But more importantly, I have my, like, no crafting series, which I know I haven't been putting many out lately. Just not feeling the inspiration at the moment. Plus, I kind of have a few things going on. But don't worry, it's not gone forever. Anyway, if they had that disassembly recipe, I'd actually be able to get minecarts in that game, which I can't at all without it. that bums me out. Come on, Mojang. Add a disassembly recipe for those minecarts. Thanks. Okay. one of those down. There we go. Now, as you can so clearly see, any block, so no matter where the spider dies, as we were saying, their drops get pushed into that center block. And then when the minecart goes underneath it, so you don't have to worry about a minecart going up underneath this entire floor or the whole killing floor or anything. It just needs to go underneath that square right there. I make it go one further just to make sure the cart goes all the way under it and back, rather than like, I always feel like when it bumps up against, it's not actually getting all the way, although it probably would be fine. But yeah, that's the farm. That's the farm right there. So now all we have to do is take down those torches. Can I get back up here? Yeah, okay. Those magmas. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's gonna be plenty dark. See, watch. One of them has fire resistance. That's funny. See, yep. See, and their strings went to the center, and they got picked up. Now, the one that was out here was kind of getting pushed and not taking damage because he was kind of up in the water. But you'll notice that like he was taking damage, not being in the center, right? So he was still touching like these magma blocks here. That's why I put the magma out a few blocks. This outer row probably isn't necessary. But, you know, hey, they take a point of damage or so getting across that first one, so. There you go. That's the farm. That's literally all there is to it. Pretty awesome spider farm. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now this is this is a automatic farm. It's passive. You could make it automatic, I suppose, by like standing here, maybe like trying to whack at them with their sword. It's gonna be dangerous, right? Because they can spawn above your head and stuff. But it's really meant to just be a passive thing that just works on its own. Okay, so now all we have to do, listen to them all. That's crazy. Now all we have to do is make this thing go over a collection, so you can see. It's because it's going out of my reach. There we go. So you can see it's got 12 string in it already, plus some of my building blocks that it picked up. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. So now let's make a little collection room for this. So we might as well not make it any further away from the entrance than it has to be. So this is the wall of the farm. We might as well have this be the wall of our collection room as well. And I don't really need it to go over that way, but I like doing that just because I don't like coming down into a farm that's like super cramped. I like giving myself some space to breathe. So we are giving myself some space to breathe. Now, one thing I will want to do is I want the chest to be kind of at my height, my collection height. So when I come into this room, I want the chest to come. I want the cart. I want the chest here. I probably want this here. And it's probably going to have enough momentum that one doesn't have to be powered. It does have to be powered. It does have to be powered. As I was saying, that one has to be powered too. Will the power stretch all the way to this one? It won't. Ah, dang it. I was afraid of that. So I'm just going to have to power this, but I don't want to power this hopper. Right? I want to power this rail, but not this hopper. I think putting a redstone block here will do that. So let's make sure the hopper's not locked. Excellent, the hopper's not locked. Okay, that's all I wanted to make sure. That's it. Why aren't you going? Come on. Come on, farm, you're making me look like a fool. There we go. Oh, dope, because I am a fool. There we go. Why? Why is it getting stuck there? It should hit that and bounce back. Is it because there's a block above it or something weird? Okay. Try that again. So when it hits that solid block, it should go back. This rail is powered, and it's against a solid block. I don't understand why it's stopping there. Alright, well, let's just, oh gosh, I didn't mean to break everything. This silly axe is so fast. This silly axe is too good. It's too good for me. Let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. I'm going to put a torch here against the stone. That's going to power that through this wall. Why aren't you powered? Why ain't you powered? Okay, so the torch can't be right there. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a noob. This feels like a goofy way to do this. I'm not sure why the minecart wasn't just going back. I mean, come on, that should work, right? I mean, the first setup should have worked as well. Yeah, so why was it stopping when it... Maybe because it came up over the things. I bet if the redstone block was there, it would probably still work. Because I don't... This looks goofy. I don't want that there. So let's put the redstone block back just to power these two rails. It's far enough away from it. It really shouldn't need that either. So let's just see if this works. It is not bouncing back after hitting that redstone block. That's weird. I don't know why. Someone, please explain that to me. Someone please explain why it's treating that redstone block as not a solid block that makes it bounce and return. I don't understand that in the slightest. Okay, but that answers the question that it wasn't the distance, it was the redstone block. And this one is not powered because... Okay. Alright, I'm about to screw up royally here. Let me... Okay. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime. Half my villagers are probably drowned by now. Okay. I'm all flustered. I'm like, hey guys, look how easy this farm is. It's so simple, and then it doesn't work. And it doesn't work. But no, really, it's really simple. Watch this, and it doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Where's my trapdoor? I'm just going to simply bring the power source a little bit closer so that it gets all of those rails, and I don't have to put a second power source in there. That's all I'm getting ready to do. Pretty simple stuff. Right, because the power only powers redstone rails out like, I think, six past the source power or something like that. Let's see. Okay, let's get under here. Let's pull up that redstone block. Let's get the stone there. We'll put the redstone block here. Okay. Right there. So that powers all of them. We only have one power source, so we don't have to worry about it looking ugly up top here. We can take those dirts out. And now... There we go. Now it's working. And I don't have to worry about putting like a big, like a whole redstone circuit where it pauses and empties before it launches again. Because as often as spiders spawn, and it's going back and forth so many times, it ended up getting them all. Right? See? Like, it's already gotten them all in here. And when the next batch dies, it's going to go back and forth enough times to because even if they're only going in one at a time, one or two at a time, it's enough. Let's see, watch when this current batch dies. Boom, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's done. Before the other batch. So you don't have to put anything fancy here with like you know, having the cart pause to empty and then launch again. It's just not necessary. That's it. Now the farm is actually done. This is it. And then we're gonna come down here and we get our string anytime we want it. And the only thing is it's only gonna be active whenever we're 16 blocks away from that spawner. So if I were to, just out of curiosity, if I were to be up here, so like this is above the spawner. I just kind of let's free cam down and just see. It is still active where I'm standing right here. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to see. I didn't want to see around anything else. I'm not trying to cheat. I just wanted to see if it would still be active. So it is close enough to the surface that I could just like stand up here and it would be active. But most likely if I really wanted to like, so if I'm doing work over here, I might just get some passive spiders spawning. That's kind of my point there. And let's see, because I thought, yeah, there was a block here that needed to be filled in. Let's see, do I need to put another torch out here? Nope, okay. But most likely, if I really wanted to like build up some string, again, I'd probably just come down here, all the way down into the collection room, and then just go like take a shower or something, you know, and just kind of let some of the strings build up in there. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole farm. I will make that collection room a little bit nicer at some point. I mean, I could do that now. We could try. Yeah, we could do that now. Let me just empty out some of this stuff that I'm not going to need. Like this redstone stuff here. We're not going to need anymore. We don't need these magma blocks anymore. We don't have a spot for this yet. This is kind of our miscellaneous blocks for now. You know what? That's more of a nether block. Even though I know they're in the overworld, to me it's a nether block. So it goes there. We'll get our ore in here. Our rails are going in with the redstone. We'll get our trap door. I thought there was some more grass can fit in there. Cobblestone, stone, and the site. And the site. Okay. I'll tell you what. We're about mid-episode here, so let me take a stretch break and stretch my legs and walk around the house a little bit and get a fresh drink, and I'll be back with you, well, in just, well, half a second. All right, I am back from my break. Yeah. So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's make the collection room for that spider spawner just a little bit more appealing and a little bit more accessible, and then we'll move on to, probably maybe looking at doing some villagers. I'm just going to cut down one of these trees real quick. Give me a ton of sticks. Maybe I can go start a trade with one of those guys over there. Get some emeralds. We're going to need them eventually. So let's do that. I need sticks for ladders. Okay, so let me clarify. I'm doing this to get sticks to make ladders so I can make just a ladders up and down into that spider farm, kind of like we're doing right there to get into our iron pickup room. All of those might become more fancy or more interesting later, but for now, a simple ladder drop to get in there is good enough. All right, there we go. So because of that, I need sticks to make the ladders, so might as well go ahead and get a bunch of sticks and see if we can do a little bit of trading with those guys and just see how that turns out. I'll assume their trade even, I will assume that they will trade even though they're being scared by zombies. So Hopefully I'm right. There we go. All right. So this is cool. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet. This is the first time I've seen them. So at the grocery store in the produce department, I have to assume it's a seasonal thing because stuff like cherries and stuff are seasonal things. They had these. I don't know how new they are. I've never seen them before. I assume they're new, but they might have been around for a long time. I don't know. But they were called cherry. They're called cherry plums. I think they were called cherry plums. And it was exactly what that sounds like. It was a cross between a cherry and a plum. And so they're the same shape, right? That same shape. They have the pit in the center. They're about roughly the size of a golf ball. Some are a little smaller. So they're bigger than a cherry, smaller than a plum. And they are delicious. If you like cherries and if you like plums, they're really, really good. Of course, like any fruit, right? You're going to have some in the bag that are real ripe and real sweet and real juicy, and some that are less ripe and not as sweet. But in general, they're really, really good. Let's first make some sticks, and then okay, let's make a few ladders first, and then I'll go trade all these sticks. So yeah, they're really nice. You should if that sounds interesting to you, if you like cherries or plums, either one, then you'll probably like these. And again, I didn't know they existed till I saw them in the grocery store this weekend. So pleasantly surprised. They were very, very good. Let's see. Can I just like click on one like this? Like click, click, click. There we go. Nice, 16 emeralds. Can I click on another one? Click on another one. Click. There we go. Okay, let me get the rest of these made up into sticks here. Okay. Oh, I'm not getting all of the XP. That's why I'm like not hearing the sounds. I'm used to hearing the... I'm just used to hearing that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let me sleep. No, funny thing about the plums, like, I was real picky when I was a kid. I wouldn't eat any food that I thought looked funny, looked weird to me. Like, I was very much a visual. Like, if it looked strange in any way, shape, or form, I just would refuse to eat it. Refuse to even try it. And plums was one of those things, right? Because they're a weird dark color. You know, prunes look and sound disgusting to me. Even as an adult, I feel like I don't ever want to try to eat a prune. But knowing that prunes were plums, I know, of course, I like grapes and not so much raisins, but I just wouldn't want to eat plums because they were weird and dark and just not pleasant looking things to me. So I didn't eat plums until like well into adulthood. I mean, I'm talking like probably within the last 10 years was the first time I ate a plum. And I absolutely loved it. I'm like, wow, these things were really good. You know? You know, silly me. I've been missing out this whole time. What am I gonna do? I was gonna put one there. Yeah, that one can be there. But one thing that's funny is whenever I first tried a plum, my very first reaction was, oh, it's like a big cherry. Right? So, like, the texture of the meat inside the plum, similar to the meat of a cherry. The shape looks exactly like a cherry, just larger. The color is a deeper color, obviously, than most cherries. I mean, some cherries are pretty dark, but most cherries aren't that, like, super dark color like plums are. Oh, look what did we just hear? We just heard a llama. Yeah, so whenever I tried plums, I was like, oh, these are like big cherries. These are really good. What's this? Pumpkin, sand, dandelion, acacia. We have acacia, an iron pickaxe. If I was doing no crafting and this was early game, that's a good trade right there. I don't think I need any of this. I think I am going to take your leads, though. So we're going to have to do the thing. Sorry. I mean, I can craft them now with just strings, so I probably don't really need to do this. But, you know, not going to pass those up. So, yeah, so anyway, plums, yeah. So even whenever I finally did try them and just realized that I liked them, I did, in my mind, equate them with cherries. To me, they tasted like large cherries. So, and I like cherries. So yeah, so it's kind of funny when I saw these, like, cherry plums. I immediately was like, well, that makes sense because they taste just like them, you know? Like plums are like big cherries, so of course they were able to breed them together and make like a hybrid. So, pleasantly surprised, yeah. If you like those things, you might enjoy those. They probably weren't cheap. I couldn't tell you how much they were. Everything is expensive nowadays, so it's hard for me to even pay attention to that aspect of it anymore. So they probably weren't cheap because they're probably like a specialty thing. Probably not real common. But if you can afford them and you like them, I'd say give them a try if you can find them at your grocery store. They were really good. Okay, so I think I'm going to just make the ladder go up here. So we'll be able to like come down the ladder and then boom, we got the chest and then we just go straight back up, yeah. Another thing that I saw, which was really nice, so I saw these last year at one of the grocery stores in my town one time. And I never saw them again at any of the grocery stores after that one time. And it's a variety of grape. I'm assuming again, probably pretty new. Or just, new to me at least. They were called, I don't know if this was like what they were calling the variety or if it's a brand. I think it might have been the actual, like, what they were calling that variety of grape. It was called cotton candy grapes. And just like their name implies, they're like super sweet. Like sweeter than a normal grape has any right to be. They were really, they almost too sweet. Like almost too sugary sweet where you feel like, oh, I probably shouldn't be eating these. They're almost too much. But they were so good, so good. And this grocery store I'm going to more recently now that I found those cherry plums at also had those cotton candy grapes when I went by there this weekend. And I'm like, hey, those are those things that I saw last year at the other store one time. So it was nice to get those, and they were just as good. So they were nice and sweet. And they're like a green grape, and they are a little bit smaller than most other grapes. So keep your eye out for them. If you see those and you like grapes, these things are almost like candy. They're so sweet. They're really, really good if you like that. So cotton candy grapes and cherry plums. Check out your produce department next time you're at the store. You'll be pleasantly surprised by both of those. I'm going to get rid of this gravel just because I don't like gravel in places where I'm trying to do things, even if it's just going up and down a ladder. There we go. Alright, so I think this is done for now. So we have a little bit of a collection room. It's not decorated, but at least it's open. It's lit. I can come down here. We already have... Oh, we're closing in on 2 stacks of string already. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, perfect. Nice. So let's do a quick patch up on some of this. We'll get up this stone. We'll patch up these holes with some dirt. And then we'll go take a look at our villagers for a little bit and see if we can get another enchanted book or 2. Yeah, we'll do that next. Let's see. Stone. Andesite. Dirt. Oh. Gravel. I'll keep the dirt. I'll just use regular dirt and we'll just let the grass grow in. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's pull up these stones and get this stuff patched up with some dirt. Boy, if I had a beacon over here, Insta-mine would be really, really nice on these stones. Yeah, think about what you think would look just a good material to make a little roof over this, and maybe instead of making it as flat as that first one, I'll actually give it a little bit of an A shape, like it's the roof of a well or something. So something, it's going to have to be a material that has stairs and slabs in it so that I can make sure that they are not spawnable. I'd hate to have a golem spawn up on top of it. Think about what that might look good with that. And if you think these blackstone bricks don't look good with those bricks, let me know that too, and I can like change those out to something else and put something that looks nice up top there. Think about it. Drop it in the comments if you have any ideas what I could build that out of, because my creativity side of my brain right now is just not working. I'm just not feeling that artistic creativity right now. So I just can't think of what to put there, what to build that out of. Okay, it's getting close to nighttime. I'm going to take this coal while I'm here. Oh, now I got to fill all that in. Nope, not that row. Okay, let me sleep. Keep our villagers safe. Just got to dawn on me, it hasn't been like raining much at all this tonight. Talking about protecting these guys from lightning strikes, and it hasn't even been raining, so. Get the dirt back in our inventory. Alright, we're getting close to finishing this up, so hopefully just another couple of minutes, and then this will be done, and we can move on from this little task here. That's right. It's really hard not to respond to them when they do that. I find it really difficult to just let them make that noise and not respond to them. Let's put a couple down here. We can leave that as a bit of a cave, but we'll just put a little bit down here so it's not just like a single dirt layer. Okay, cool. That's done. And right here, one time, at some point we can put some kind of little building or structure on top of this, and then we can kind of go into that and then down into get our spiders. And it might even be like a little building we could sit in while we AFK to make the spider strings. So, but again, for now, I'm going to just keep it as a whole with a ladder, kind of like our access to the iron farm. But just know that we can definitely do something nicer with that. It's kind of funny. I realize I'm doing that with everything. Like, okay, well, this is simple, and I'll make it nicer later. I promise I will. I think that's the whole purpose of this, right? So, but I'm kind of in that mode where I'm just trying to get things, still trying to get the basics going and get things moving and some basic farms taken care of and stuff. So, but I will be building stuff eventually. I will eventually. I promise. Librarians. Okay. So I think, let's see, I'm just going to grab a couple of books. We have 2 lecterns. I probably want more lecterns than this. Let me go ahead and harvest our sugar cane, and probably go make some more leather, and then we can make a couple more lecterns because I like to have those multiple lecterns in my offhand when I'm doing this. Makes it just a little bit quicker and easier. So we'll get those crafted and made, and then we'll go over there and we'll try to get some good books. As far as the books, like I think I was saying last time, there's kind of those core important ones I like to get first, and I've gotten several of them. Right, I've gotten efficiency, mending, silk touch. I think those are the 3 I got. There's still some core ones that I need. Unbreaking is one that goes on everything. Protection is one that, because it goes on like all of your armor pieces. Of course, fortune I kind of consider one of the core ones because it's nice to get fortune. How much paper do I have? Yeah, well, I'll do this whole thing. Just because it's nice to have fortune. Even though you really only need it, like, you don't really actually even break down even ores very much anymore with all the farms and stuff. But you still, that is one of them. But everything else then is just kind of like singleton things, like all the helmet enchantments, right? You just use them on helmets, and boot enchantments and stuff like that. But What I'm thinking is maybe I'll try for Unbreaking 3 and maybe Protection today. Get those two last like major ones out of the way that are used on multiple items. But then after that, I'm just gonna like take them as they come. I'm not gonna do them in any specific order, because if you just kind of let it be freeform like that, then you don't have to worry about like, you know, rolling a million times, because you have a whole long list of things that you'll take, right? So as long as you get something good, you can keep it right then and there. You don't have to worry about, well, that one's really good, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Like I passed up that really good feather falling book last episode. So maybe today I'll look for Unbreaking and Protection. And then we'll see what else comes up. But that'll be the goal. That'll be the goal of this. If it's taken too long to get those and something really good shows up, I might just go with it. Oh, hey, another kitty cat. Hello, kitty. Alright, how much leather do we have? How many books can we make out of this? 21 books. We still have some leather left over. Sure. Hey, there's the rain. Knew it had to show up eventually. Let's see. So let's make a couple. We're going to need book shelves. Let's see. 8? We probably don't need 8. I'll just do like 5 for now. Keep the rest as books. But we can make those into, what you call it, lecterns. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and grab some emeralds as well, in case we need to make that initial purchase. Okay. Now, what I need is, let's see, some junk blocks like dirt. Okay. Oh, it is evening, isn't it? It's Minecraft time evening. You know what? I'm taking this down. I'll replace these beds in 1 second. They'll all notice. I'm just going to get them. That one little bump in the hill was bothering me. Ooh, what am I doing? There we go. I need to get a villager trapped up in here. Oh, well, you coming? You coming or not? You were heading up this way. I know it's almost time for you to sleep, but you were heading this way. Well, there you go. I only need one of you. I need one of you. 2 of you are going to mess it up. Okay, there we go. Ah, nice. Perfect. All right. When it's raining, you can actually sleep at 18 o'clock and not 18:32. So there you go. Perfect. Okay. Now let's see how good this guy is going to treat us. Piercing 1. Not a good start, buddy. Moving around too much, man. Oh, gosh. Quick charge. Multi-shot. Breach. Wow, look at all these weird ones. Flame. Riptide. We do need Unbreaking, right? Because our 3 that we saw, I just want to make sure we had... Yeah, it was Mending, Efficiency, and Silk Touch. So we do need Unbreaking. Okay. Efficiency 3. Boy, you're really moving a lot, man. Usually you guys are a little bit less active than this. Oops. Okay. Feather Falling 4 for 22. 4 is the highest with that, isn't it? I think we got to take it. We're taking it. He's Feather Falling. We have to. I mean, that's just such a good enchantment, and I know like it's a hard one to roll because it's just there's so many different Feather Fallings. I passed it up last time. I think it was even cheaper last time when I did pass it up, but now we've got it. So now this guy, I need you to track into this building. Get out of his way. Get out of his way, man. Get out of his way. Get out of his way. Let him see his table. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now I need someone else to come in here. Let's see. Boop. Can we get someone else in here? Who's next? Who's next? See, Feather Falling. So normally my piece of gold armor for the nether is... Oh, God, I only need one. Only need one. One. There we go. Usually I use boots for my nether armor. So I often want Feather Falling on 2 boots. My normal boots and those boots. So, and sometimes I even go so far as to make fully enchanted leather boots if I'm going to go up into places that have the powdered snow. And I want Feather Falling on those as well. So Feather Falling, even though it only does boots, I'm going to end up eventually making 3 different boots with them. So it's not like I'm just justifying in myself, in my head, that it's not a singleton enchantment because I'm going to put it on 3 different pairs of boots eventually. So I'm justifying taking that early. Look at the efficiency 5. Look at that 64. Even if we needed efficiency 5, 64 is insanely high price. Fire aspect. Nope, not fire protection 4. Regular protection 4. Frostwalker is an interesting one. It's useful for some things, and you really only need Frostwalker 1. Because the only thing that the 1, 2, and 3 do is make it go further away from you. But what I found is you can run with a horse on the lead, and Frostwalker 1 gives you plenty of like range of ice to where you don't have to worry about you or looting 3, but it's 37. It's just not cheap enough to. No, sorry. To pass you. Aqua Affinity for 5. I'd be an idiot to pass that up. Aqua Affinity for 5 emeralds? That's just dumb. That's so cheap. Oh my god. Alright, well, we got Aqua Affinity. I mean, we need it. Eventually move. There you go. You, go find your book. Go find your thingy. Someone else. We have time. Those 2 went quick. Let's get someone else in here. Is that a new? It's a new one. It's a new one. Well, you know what? We'll come do this in a second. What you got? Anything we can use? Hold on. Where are you? There you go. Red mushrooms. Jungle saplings. That'd be nice if we didn't find the jungle yet. Potion of invisibility. I think I might let your llamas live because I can craft leads now out of just string so I don't have to kill every single like guy I come across anymore. Alright guys, look at this. There's a nice beautiful bookshelf up here all ready and waiting. Yeah, you want it. There we go. Okay. What are you going to give us? Now, I really would like protection. I didn't even look at him. That was probably unbreaking sharpness 5, but it's 64. I wouldn't keep it even if I needed it. Even if that was the last book I was looking for, I would not keep it for 64. Too expensive. I really want Unbreaking 3 or Protection today. I really, really want that. Silk Touch for 7. It's so much cheaper than the other one, but I can't. I can't. I was gonna say I could have kept him as Silk Touch 7, and then the other guy could have had an unfortunate accident in a hole with some sand or something, and then I just, you know, feed the gentleman some carrots and make a replacement. I technically probably should have, because Silk Touch for 7, that is super cheap to replace. Because there's, I probably should have done it. How much is our other Silk Touch? I'm curious now. Infinity for 14. Now that's an interesting one because you don't need it very often. Because you can repair your bow a good maybe 3, potentially 4 times. Well, usually I think more like 2 or 3 times before it gets too expensive. So you really only need your affinity. I just can't take that right now. I just took 2 oddball ones. Come on. Come on. There it is. It's right there. Right there. Right here. Look. See? See? Dude, what are you doing? Okay. You don't like it. Here we go. There you go. Power 4. That's too expensive. Too expensive. Oh, power 5 is what we want anyway, right? This bows go up to power 5, right? Yeah. Protection 3. My brain saw protection, and I know I need Unbreaking 3, and I was like, hey, I need that. Impaling. Loyalty. Okay. I'm going to end up stripping every log in this building eventually, trying to target these guys when they walk out of my range. Or Fortune 1. Oh, if that was Fortune 3. Oh, 8 emeralds. Oh, man. Oh, man. That would have been so good. Blast protection. Protection 2. Oh, efficiency 3. Knockback. Well, if I get knockback, it's going to be knockback 2. I don't need knockback 1. Sharpness 2. Nope. Oh, that was close. I almost smacked him with the axe. Bane of Arthropods is good if you have a manual spider farm, because especially like the cave spiders, you can one hit a whole, like if you got like the highest Bane of Arthropods and Sweeping Edge on your sword, and they all come up to you, you can get them all in one hit. You don't have to worry about like smacking them several times. It's actually better against them than the Sharpness 5. Like it does even more damage to them. So if you have a manual spider farm, I suggest getting a nice Bane of Arthropods sweeping sword as the grinder weapon for that. He's like, it's nighttime, man. I want to go to bed. It's almost, I can't sleep yet. I need a few more seconds here. Oh, he's going to steal my bed. And now, there we go. Okay. My hand was on the wrong keys. Okay. Flame for 15. That is good, but I really want to get one of the two major ones today. I really want to get one of those out of the way. Multi-shot is not one of them. Fortune 2 for 18. Oh, you're teasing me. You're teasing me with these super cheap fortune books that aren't Fortune 3. Yeah, eventually I'll have to... Looting 3 for 29. No, it's not cheap enough for me to go for that. Knockback 2 for 27. No. Aquafinity for 8. Is that what we got over there? Thorns 1. I know like any book can be super cheap, but I wonder if the lower level enchantments are more likely to be cheap. Punch 2. I'm gonna need all of these eventually. You know, like I wonder if, like, for example, Aquafinity or Fortune 1 is a lower level enchantment, so it's usually gonna better odds of being cheap. Whereas something like, you know, Protection 4, I mean, is a higher level enchantment, so maybe it's less likely to be cheap, although they still can be. When I say cheap, I mean like single digit. Oh, no. I can't take Protection 4 for 49. That's way too expensive. That's close to a stack of emeralds. Respiration of 45. Nope. Oh, man. Because even if I were to zombify and cure him, he'd probably still be 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Infinity for 15. That's nice. Luck of the Sea. Okay, I feel like I might be wearing out my welcome here with the villager trading, but I really do want to see one of these two important trades today. I know this isn't terribly exciting, so this will be the last one I do for today. Oops. Protection 1. This guy's moving around so much, it's hard for me to put it down in the same place twice. Curse of Vanishing. No thanks. Looting 1. Silk Touch for 5. Okay. Okay. Feather Falling. Move. Mending. Silk Touch for 18. Silk Touch for 5. I have to do it, guys. That's like... Well, you know... Hold on. Let me think about this. The 18 is cheap enough to maybe go down to 1 emerald if I zombify him and cure him. Which I do plan on doing. Alright, I can't... Okay, I can't do it. Y'all talk me out of it. I was tempted, though, to replace that Silk Touch guy with this Silk Touch guy. I was... Silk Touch for 9. You're just teasing me at this point. Y'all need to stop this. I've seen Silk Touch for single digits now 3 times. Come on, come on, come on. Mending, okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to... I'm going to open up the timer on my phone. Let's see, timer. And I'm going to set it to 3 minutes. And start. When that timer goes off, I've finished rolling villagers. So if I need to find one that I want within 3 minutes, or else I'm done for today. Now he's going to be like, oh yeah? Oh, you... It's close. That wasn't Unbreaking 3, though. I was going to say, now he's going to be like, okay, here's all the crossbow and trident enchantments. Sharpness 5 for 60. I can't take that. That's way too expensive. That would still be too expensive even after Depth Strider 3 for 11. Dude. Depth Strider 3 is the highest of Depth Strider, right? Is Depth Strider 3 the highest Depth Strider? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to take a second and look that up real quick. I hate doing this mid-game, especially if I'm recording where I'm not going to be editing it out. Oh, hold on. Stop. Hold on. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Depth Strider is 3 is the highest. I want to make absolutely certain, though, before I invest this guy into Depth Striding. Depth Strider... Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, just show me the enchanting. Okay. Depth Strider is... maximum of 3. Yep. I think I'm taking this, because that's cheap. 11 for Depth Strider. We're taking it. Nice. All right. Well, good. I have 54 seconds left, so. And we'll put that here, and that guy will hopefully find that. All right. Well, good. That's our. Let me turn this off. Delete. Okay, great. I think that was some pretty successful. I mean, we got 3 like oddball ones. We were hoping for one of the very important ones, but that's still good because we're going to need them eventually. We're going to need them all eventually. So for now, let's go ahead and put them here because I don't want to use these until I'm ready to fully enchant those pieces of armor. Because if you do them one book at a time, the ones that require like a lot of enchantments will end up being too expensive. So you have to kind of do the thing where you combine the books first. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make an actual books chest. Everything book. So it's going to be... we use a regular book to market, and where it's going to be books, it's going to be enchanted books and paper. So all of these are mending. And these are these 3 new ones. I'll just put them down here. So boots. Oh, I still need like protection and stuff for the boots. Yeah. I could see what a level 3 enchantment looks like on these things. If I could score protection 4 Unbreaking 3, then all I would need is Feather Falling, Depth Strider, and Mending, right? We're at 15 levels. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'll bring these with me just in case I can get that. So we'll bring Mending, Feather Falling, and Depth Strider. Aquafinity's helmet, right? Yeah, Respiration and Aquafinity's helmet. I think this is right. Oh gosh, it's getting ready to be bedtime, nighttime, bedtime. I keep getting thrown off by that. I want to block that off a little bit. I keep coming through here and thinking that I need to go that way. Okay. I don't mind keeping that a little bit hidden from the ghasts. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I need on boots. So yeah, if I can actually get a 30th level enchantment on this and get protection 4, unbreaking 3, then I can use these and get my boots maxed out already. Okay, we will sleep here. Okay, let's see what it's offering us. Depth Strider 3, of course it's offering us Depth Strider. Of course it is. Of course it is. But I can't guarantee it's going to get those other 2 enchantments, so here's what I'll do. None of these things are enchanted, are they? What do the other ones say? Respiration 3. Oh my gosh. Fire protection. Protection 4 for the pants. I'm gonna have to just do a level 1 enchantment and then unenchant them. And I think do this until we see protection 4, just like that. Okay, so now let's grind up to level 30 real quick. And we will do... Let's just put this stuff in here. So if we get up to level 30, we'll take this protection 4 and hope that it comes with unbreaking 3. And then if not, at least we only have to grind 3 more levels to get back to where we were. Well, today is very much a kind of housekeeping kind of day, isn't it? Well, not necessarily. It's not all housekeeping. We made a spider farm today. That's at least we did something constructive beyond just... I mean, everything we're doing is constructive. It's all leading towards, you know, stuff we need to do, but at least we built something today. Might not be the prettiest thing, but we built something today. Okay, let's, while we're waiting for that chamber to fill up again, let's get some of this stuff out. Oh, I don't have a trash can built yet. Let's add that to the list of things I need to do. I need to build a trash can for this farm. Okay, arrows. Bones. Rotten flesh. Gunpowder. Oddball stuff. Take those bows. Look at that helmet. Aquafinity. Oh, it's not very good. Never mind. It had a lot of things on it, but once I started reading them, it's like, no, that's not so great. Okay, so we'll put the full bow in here and the partial bow back in the box. Okay, just 5 more levels, which, I mean, I know at this level, 5 is a lot. The levels come slower as you get higher. But hopefully this will only take a couple of minutes to get up to 30, and then we can see what these boots are going to have on them. Hello, monsters. Okay, hello. I think sometimes they just take a minute to walk around up there and fall into the channels. Getting there, 28, not much longer. Not much longer. And one thing that's nice about this farm, by the time we do get to Elytra, we're going to have plenty of gunpowder to make rockets with. Yes, I need to make my little trash disposal, and I need to make my bones into bone meal auto-crafter system out here. And we need to airlift a cleric out here at some point. So there's still a few things we need to do to spice this place up a little bit. $29.5, not much longer. Now they're slowing down. We can combine some of these bows while we're waiting for them to build back up. There's not much reason to combine them all. So it used to be, okay, so it used to be that if you were making dispensers, you had to have fully made bows. Like, it wouldn't take broken bows like this. But now they do. So technically, like, you maybe need a couple full ones in case you need to make like a replacement bow or something, or you need something to repair your bow with. But once you have a few, it's technically probably good to just keep all the broken ones, just because you can actually use them to make dispensers while they're broken. Just disenchant them first. But I still combine them all, because it just feels like if you keep every broken bow, you're going to end up with like a mountain of chests full of bows. Because you end up getting so many from this farm. Oh, we've already passed 30. Okay, let's see what these boots are going to give us. Let's get the lapis out. Please have Unbreaking 3 along with it. Yes! Yes! It even has Depth Strider, so I can save that book for some other time. Nice. Okay, good. So Mending and Feather Falling, it's for that direction, to that direction. So that's the way we'll go. I believe that's everything I need on my boots, right? I think that's right. Falling, yeah, because I don't like Soul Speed, and Frostwalker it clashes with Depth Strider anyway. Yeah, that's all I need. Okay, these are Oda's boots now. Nice. We got some maxed out. We got a maxed out boots. That's awesome. Nice. Now they're just clogging up the whole thing. Look at them all in here. Okay. Excellent. That's really good. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Let's put those back on. Well, just for our little trip through the nether here. Eventually this will either become a fully covered walkway where I won't have to worry about having the gold boots every time. Or eventually we'll probably get these nether portals up on the roof, and portals that are just meant for travel, that aren't meant to get to access places down here, will just all be up on the roof. Big fan of that, because all these nasty guys don't live up there on the roof. All right. Perfect. That was a good little oof. For some reason, I'm thinking I have Elytra on. We'll just keep the Depth Strider up here. Nice. That was good. That was some successful enchanting. Let's see. Let's just put some of this away. Oops. Stone and gravel. There we go. Okay. I still don't know what to put on that. How many emeralds do we have? We're down to 29. Yeah, we chewed through our emeralds. All right. Well, let's see. What do I want to do for the rest of the episode? I want to experiment with making a docking station for the Ghast. Do I want to do that right now? How much time do we have left? I probably got a good 30 minutes. What would I build it out of? That's the next question. What would I build it out of? I do not need this many oak saplings. I really don't. Okay. All these bricks can go into the miscellaneous blocks for now. If I tried to make a gas docking station, what would I make it out of? Again, I just don't have building blocks at the moment. I really don't. I need to eventually solve that problem and just go start like doing some mining and stuff and getting some building blocks. I could maybe try to make this thing out of jungle wood, since we are getting a lot of jungle wood. And it doesn't have to be anything too terribly fancy. It just has to be big enough to fly the Ghast into it. And then somehow get him like leashed up to it, but to a point where he can't like float around like that, where he just kind of like stays put. Let's give it a shot. That'll be something weird and different to do to round out this episode, because everything we've been doing has been pretty mundane. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll try to make a simple one first, just to see if we can figure out the mechanics of it. And like everything else I've been building, we'll make it nicer later. But I just want to see even just the mechanics of how to build something like that. So this one, it's really an experiment. This is our experimental prototype design. That's all it is. This is not going to be the final product. where are we going to build it? Build it somewhere where we can easily fly the ghast into. Like maybe we can build it like right here. Boop. Yeah. All right, let's real quick. We can get some dirt replacing this little patch of stone here. There we go. Let's see. Let's get the dirt. Okay. And let's put that dirt back. Let's put some of these little random bits here, like the leaves and the saplings and the sticks. We don't need those. We'll keep all of this jungle wood. We'll probably make a lot of this into planks, and we'll use a lot of planks for this, just because they'll go further. Now, the biggest question is, how big is this ghast? Let's see. How wide are you, buddy? That's a terrible thing to ask. How wide are you? Are you like 4 blocks wide? 5 blocks wide? How wide are you? 4, 3, 2, 3, 4? Okay. Let's see. Let's start with let's see. We want his happy little shiny face staring right into the center, so the center is going to be here. We are going to give it a little bit of distance, so let's see. Let's make it to where the interior is 5 wide. Do you think the ghast would fit through 5 wide? You know, we can try that out right now. This is going to hurt. Not so much, though, with our feather falling. I took a point of damage from that, even with feather falling? Really? Really? That drop gate took a point of damage with feather falling? Huh. Doesn't feel like it should have. Alright, I can find out if 5 wide is enough just by, well, let me get a snowball, because as soon as I unleash him, he's going to go flying up out of my reach. Where'd I put the snow? Here's the snow. Okay, let's unleash him. And then say, hello, come here, come here, come here, come here. Jump. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's fly him over here. Let's see if we can fly him through this. So 5 wide will work. He is 5 wide. So let's do this. Let's kind of snuggle him up in here. And we're going to take a quick little free cam glance. Oh, yeah. Oh, 5 is like plenty of space. Yeah, okay. So that's how wide this thing has to be for him to get in here. Of course, then there's going to be, we're going to have it to where he can't actually get out. Okay. Okay, what's our good height? Let me go down. So probably there. Oh, that's funny. I'm in free cam, but my punch is actually making little punch. Look at that. Okay, so then if the top is here, then that gives me enough room to put something like some fences or something. And yeah, okay, that works. Let's get you back over here so we can get you strapped in. Strapped in. Oh, look at you. You got pushed over here to this fence again. You can just keep getting shoved around, don't you? So I can stand up. I can leash him first and then hop down and then leash him up. There you go. You need, oh, and you're way over there. Come on. You don't want to be stuck on that fence post, do you? Come on, Giddy. Come over here. Yeah. Good girl. There we go. And you. Come back over here. Come hang out with your friend. There you go. Okay. All right, great. So now let's just looking at how many logs I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to think of how like what are the mechanics of how I'm going to keep the ghast inside this thing. That's a big question that I have, is how do I keep him inside the thing? Okay, that's good. That's more important than the exact. Oh, I was just trying to get this out of here. Boom. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the corner. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, prototype. Prototype. I'm just going with the idea at the moment. Okay. So my idea is I fly him in from the back, and then I push him up against some fences, and I strap him to some fence that's up here, and then he's won't go away. But I have to kind of box him in so that he won't go away. And it's the boxing in part that I'm not 100% certain of, because I have to box him in such a way that he won't just turn around and go flying back out. What am I looking for? I'm looking for like fences and stuff. Okay, sticks. Now I can sleep. Okay, do we have some that's already in plank form? Sure, of course we do. Okay, so fences. So what I'm thinking is that this top row is going to be fences. Because when I fly him in, that's what I'm going to strap him up to, are those fences. Right? I'll kind of do like I did there. I'll stand up on him, and I'll leash him, and then I'll leash him to that. So then whenever I want to fly him out and I stand up on top of him, I can pop that lead. And then go backwards like this, back out of it. Beep, 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 back to that. So I probably need something else to keep him in. So let's, for now, again, we're prototyping here. We're prototyping. Let's go ahead and just give some solid walls right now. We'll kind of do this right here, so you can kind of see through them. You can see what's going on, but it's solid enough that it should keep him immobile. So let's observe his flight pattern. So he turns as he's moving. So I'm hoping that, like, if I get him in here, he won't just like turn around and then fly out, right? I'm hoping that he can't just spin. He kind of has to go like, which he won't be able to do. I'm hoping that's the case. So now up here, we're gonna do a little something like this. Just prototyping, just to keep him from getting out. And then I need to give myself a way to get up. 3 ladders. What happened to all those ladders I had? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I really got an awful lot of jungle blocks for that, didn't I? I feel like this is all I need to make this work. I really feel like this is all I'm going to need. So let's see if we can make this work. Snowballs. Hey, delicious snowballs. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we're on the ghast. So let's fly around. You know what? I think... Hold on. Boy, that still sounded like a little disappointed. I thought we were done. Okay, let's one more thing. I need to keep you from... I need to make sure that this is too small for you to get out of. Okay, we'll just do that for now. Okay, now we'll give it a try. Snowballs. There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to have to move that spruce tree. Okay, so I'm going to fly him to the ground, and we're going to snuggle him in here. Oh, no, this isn't good. Okay. Okay, I got to rethink that. He also wasn't going in there, so maybe he was, Oh, there we go. Why am I still... What was going on? Okay, I need to do something with this ceiling. That was my idea. I'll do something with the... I don't want to be sitting there... Oh, he's turning. He's turning. Will he turn all the way around? Okay, so it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Because then if I want to fly out with him, then I can climb up here. And I can hop down on him. Pop this lead. Then ride him and then try to... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay. Okay. It kind of works, kind of, sort of. Kind of works, kind of, sort of. He could still move around, so I feel like it needs to be a little tighter because I want him to just be staring out at us. I want to not be suffocating on the roof of this thing. Okay. I mean, I could solve that with... Oops, I could... Oh, oops. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. They really need to make it to where shift isn't what dismounts him. They need shift to be going up and down. Because that's too... That's the natural instinct. If you're in creative, if you're in anything else, swimming, anything, shift makes you go down, not pointing down and going forward. I mean, that does too, but... Okay. So this kind of sort of works sort of in a scary, killing myself kind of way. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I don't have the lead on me. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. No. Go back. There we go. I don't even know what direction I'm facing because I can't see anything. Okay. Okay, I don't like this. But that's the idea. That is the idea that I was thinking of. So I think I might... He's got this weird, like, string now. Like, it's like he's hooked in his mouth like a fish. But I have to be able to access it while I'm sitting on him, right? That's the whole idea. And I don't want him to turn around and fly out. And there's a villager in there with him. What are you doing, man? Go. That's not your place. Okay. The idea is there, and the idea kind of works. So that's good enough for me for now. We have an idea. And it's I think I can build on this. I need to probably I bet I could probably make it a block smaller even. Make it like 4 wide. Do you think? Do you think he would really be able to snuggle into a 4 wide? That's an interesting thought. And then the roof of it could be mostly open. This could be like stair blocks so I don't get suffocated when I go through them. This could be mostly open and just have like around the border keeping him from flying out. He does seem to be more like 4 blocks by 4 blocks, doesn't he? Not 5 by 5. What time is it? We got a little bit more time. All right, yeah. Let's try that. Let's because I don't want to sit here and like think about this for a week. I want to get some kind of. Hey, do we not have a chest yet for spruce? Seriously? Well, I don't know. Okay, all right. I need a chest for spruce. I need a leather and some sticks. One of these, and spruce will go over here. Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's so bad. That's so bad. One thing that's nice is like if something's on the ground, even though I'm still pretty far away, as long as the gas goes over it, you still pick it up. That's pretty nice. Glad they thought of that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now let's try making this a 4 by 4 and seeing if he can still squeeze in. Okay. And then this, it just has to be enough to stop him from trying to go up, really. It can still be 5 deep. Like, I don't see why it can't be. Right? There's no reason for it that it can't be 5 deep, I suppose. So here's a good question. Have you guys tried doing this yet in your worlds? Make like a little docking station, parking garage kind of thing for your ghasts? I'm curious to know if you've tried this out yet, if you've figured out a design that works, or if you have any tips or tricks here or anything? Any important do's and don'ts that you've discovered? You should let me know. So I think if I just go around the edge, I won't be suffocated on these because I'll be sitting in the middle of him, right? I'll be sitting in the middle of his face. These... You know what I could do? Make those stairs. I feel like I want to lower this by 1 as well. Let's try. Okay, let's try it at the current height. And yeah, let's try it at the current height. we're just kind of making it 4 wide so you can't twist and turn as much, and we're going to make it to where I don't like suffocate and kill myself every time I come in and out. Okay, so let's do okay. I feel like I'm gonna need more stuff for stairs. Okay. Is that gonna be enough? 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 4, 3, 10. Okay. I think that's enough. Stairs. Oh, let me get back up here. So I think just so long as it's not a solid block, you don't take suffocation damage. So even if I go, my head should be able to go through a stair without getting hurt. Pretty sure. Okay. Alright, let's see what this does. Okay, I almost just tried to jump and glide off with my elytra. So now that I have elytra in my other game, I get used to it. And I try to like glide off of things in a game where I shouldn't be trying that. Come here, buddy. I know you're probably getting hung up. Oof, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. Love seeing the little iron over there being produced. That's awesome. Okay. So we got him on the ground. So he's as low as he can go. How low can you go? Okay. He's not gonna fit. He's not gonna fit. Oh, you bum. You bum. You boo. You are 4 wide. Why aren't you fitting? So even if I like strafe back and forth. Oh, you stinker. So let me free cam out, and I'm gonna turn on hitboxes. His hitbox is probably slightly bigger. That's right on the line. That's right over the line. He is just a touch bigger than 4 blocks. Which means his height is probably right on the line there, which probably means that he would have to have that kind of height there as well. Boo. Oh, you stinker. Oh my god, they probably did that on purpose. I don't know why. Bummer. Okay. You know what can you know what I can do instead of these. Okay, again, prototyping here. We're not going for looks at the moment. Let's go ahead and try walls. And you know what? Doesn't have to be as deep either. Okay. Okay. Why does that look weird? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't need this one here. This one can come back 1. I mean, my stairs are up there. Whatever, doesn't matter. I can keep it longer than it needs to be at the moment. Let's do this. Doop, 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 doop. And boop, boop, a doop. There we go. Okay. 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 I. Okay. It looks kind of goofy, but that's okay. We don't care about looks at the moment. We are prototyping. There we go. Okay. I'm getting good at like doing the jump mount thing. Okay, villagers, stay out of this thing, please. Just don't get in my way. Oh. It's not letting me go through that, so it's not just any non-solid block. Oh, it is letting me go through it. So now if I stand up, I can... Where's my lead? Oh, come on, you goofball. Hey, I was able to turn around. I just hope he can't do it on his own. Oh, wait a minute. Was I able to run? Hold on a second. Okay. Flying. Running. No, there's no difference. Okay. Okay. Why? Okay. Okay, I just had to like strafe side by side to get myself in there correctly. Oops, hold on. Let me go back. Oh, no. Shift needs to make you go down, guys. This is really makes it hard to maneuver. So if I back out, whoop, I can back out just fine. And then when I come forward, I go to the ground and I start going forward. And if I get hung up, I can strafe left to right. And then I hop out, strap, done. Look at him. Look at you. Can I actually like what am I taking damage on? That front one, probably. I'm gonna move him up just a tad. I want him up a little bit more. Up a little bit more. Why? What? Why? What? That's the stair block. Okay. Up a little bit more. There we go. Hey, there you go. Nice. And I don't even need the ladder because, like, I'm just gonna hop off of him anyway when I'm at, and then I can mount him just by walking up to him and clicking on him. So I don't even need the. This is cool. Oh, you know what? I was probably going up against that wall, and then I was actually in that block there. So I'll have to make sure that there's no solid blocks on that top layer. This works, guys. This is incredible. This is so... Okay. I hate that as soon as I jump on him, he starts moving all around the place. Where's my torches? Let's just get the torches up here. Hey, you're turned around now. I want you to face this way. There we go. Nice. Okay, let me sleep, and then I can admire him more appropriately. All right, guys. I think I just made a Happy Ghast garage. Happy Ghast Raj. Oh, that's a terrible mashup. let's just pretend I didn't say that. Ghast Raj. That's cool. He seems to be just like chilling. He's not trying to like spin around and back out and get out or anything. I wonder if he's a little too tight to turn around on his own now. Because before he was kind of turning mostly sideways, but it seemed like he couldn't go much further than that. So this is cool. So basically, I might not even need those, because if his width is just a hair above 4, there's probably no way he's gonna like go straight up and out. Oh, he's turning. He's turning. I just don't want him to turn and then fly out this way and then be like bobbling up and down out here. I want him to stay in here. This is pretty awesome, guys. This is pretty cool. Okay. I think I have an idea here, and it works, and I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to turn him so he's facing the correct way. And I'm going to dismount him. And I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to take off all my armors. And I'm going to do my thing and say this was a cool episode. I actually got some neat stuff accomplished. Nothing big, nothing crazy, but a couple things that were worthwhile. You know, I got some good enchantments. I got my super boots and my super axe. That's pretty nice. And I got a little ghast garage, so that's pretty cool. And a spider farm. So I got tons of string. So this is cool. This is a fun episode. Yeah, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, be sure you say hi before you leave in the comments, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.